Hello students of class 11, hope you are all doing well. Today we will discuss the functions of central bank, right? Now all these points are given in details in your book, so we will discuss all of them in details, but in this video we will discuss some of them and some of the other like the remaining parts we will discuss in the next video. Okay. So we know that the central bank has the monopoly of issuing note. Like the commercial bank does not have the power to issue note. Only the central bank has the power to issue notes. Now the currency that they produce or in the that they issue can be in the form of notes and coins. Now whatever currency is being issued by the central bank are being used as a legal tender of the money, but there is an exception in case of India. I think you know what is the exception. You can guess it. Yes, it's the exception of the 1 rupee note. Okay, now the 1 rupee note we can write in India with the exception of what? In India with the exception of what? Of 1 rupee note which is being conventionally issued by government of India. Okay, which is being issued by conventionally issued by whom? By government of India. Okay, now other than this, the entire notes and the coin, other than the 1 rupee note, the entire coins notes are being issued by the Reserve Bank of India, that is the Central Bank of India. So this is only one exception which is for India only. Okay, so this was the first important function for the central bank. Now the second point can be the central bank acts as an advisor for whom? Advisor for the government, right? So the central bank act as an advisor for whom? Advisor for the government. What advice does the central bank give to the government? About all the financial and monetary matters. It advises about the financial and monetary matter. Then formulation of other than that, formulation of economic policy. Okay, economic policy, such as you can say the policies for controlling the inflation. Okay, policies for controlling the inflation or deflation, policies for controlling inflation and deflation. Okay, other than that, the policies for, you can say, for devaluation or revaluation of money, this can also be one point, right? Okay, now we know that the commercial like any commercial bank, the central bank perform the same function as are performed by the commercial bank for their customer. Like whatever the commercial bank does for their customer, the same things are done by the central bank for the government. Okay, so we can write the third point as the central bank, it receives deposit of cash, checks, draft, for whom? For government. Other than that, it also provides cash to the government for paying salaries, wages and other cash, right? So this point is trying to say that the whatever, like the commercial bank accept deposit, it give loans, it give it accept deposit, it give loans to whom? To the customers, to the public, to the general public. Whereas the central bank does not do those things for the general public, but they perform all those functions for whom? For the government. So the central bank receive deposit of cash, checks, draft for whom? For the government. Other than that, it also provide cash to the government for paying you salaries and wages and other cash disbursement. Okay, so it makes payment on behalf of the government. We can say it makes payment in behalf of the government, in behalf of the government. Okay, so these 3 points for this video. In the next video we will discuss some more functions of the central bank. I hope you understand this. Thank you.